My name is Alan Taylor. I'm the brewmaster at Zoiglhaus Brewing Company and Ascendant Beer Company.
Hi, my name is Dave Fleming. I'm the co-founder of the Northwest Coffee Beer Invitational. The Coffee Beer Invitational is a time for people to come together and drink coffee beers. My wife and I were down at the Goose Hollow where the festival is held, and we were outside drinking beer. And my wife says to me, "Hey, what about coffee beer?" So we were just hanging out, and Rachel Clark came by, the proprietor of the Goose Hollow, and we said, "Hey, Rachel, do you ever do any festivals?" She goes, "Yeah, we've done a couple here." So at that moment, we proposed the idea of a coffee beer festival, and she was excited about it. So I took the ball and ran with it, and the first year we did 12 breweries, and it's grown ever since. This is our 7th year. We challenge these great brewers to come up with something for our festival, and this is super unique because most of these beers are made just for the festival, and it runs the gamut from like an Italian Pilsner, very light beer, or cream ale, all the way up to the Russian Imperial Stout.
So this year, Zoiglhaus is up. So Zoiglhaus specializes more in German-style beers. And so we did a German-style Dunkelhaus, which is mostly Munich malt, which is slightly darker malt, a little bit brown. It's very sweet. If you think of like malt-flavored, chocolate-covered malt balls, that malt ball flavor inside the chocolate is basically like, tastes like Munich malt. So that really rich, sweet malt flavor is really nice in that beer. And then I was in Brazil last summer. I did a talk down there at a craft brewers conference, and some of the craft brewers in that area gave me some Amburana wood, which is a special wood they use, and they age cachaça, which is like their style of rum. They add ages in these barrels made out of Amburana. They gave me this wood to bring back. So we took the Dunkelhaus, German Dunkelhaus beer, aged it on Amburana, and it gives us this beautiful caramel, spicy cinnamon wood flavor. And then on top of that spiciness, we got a mix of Brazilian and Mexican beans from Portland Roasting, which is their Goose Hollow blend. And that's perfect for the Brazilian wood. We have the Brazilian blended coffee beans, and Goose Hollow is where the festival is. And every time we can use Goose Hollow coffee in our beers, I try and do it because it's kind of fun.
In this great city that we all love food and beer and coffee so much, we have as many roasters as we do breweries. So each brewery pairs up with a roaster that they like, and we get so many different flavors because we've got coffees from all over the world, we have beer ingredients from all over the world, and we have styles from all over the world. So it's really fun, really challenging, and these beers you can only get at this little festival.
It's kind of like brewers like Saisons. Saisons are really specialized beers that brewers love. The general public is not as enamored as we are, but we really love Saisons, and we really love coffee. We really love coffee and beer, so we make them for ourselves a lot, and then a lot of people just have a resonance of loving that combination as well. If you really hit the spot, people just love those beers. What I think is really good with coffee beer is if you can have a really good balance where you can smell the coffee and taste the coffee, and you can smell the beer and taste the beer, and they work together. That is, for me, a really good coffee beer.
I think you have to have an experimental mind, and you want to be challenged in flavors, and I think a lot of people in the city love to eat and drink, and challenging flavors are kind of what define the city in a lot of ways. I mean, I've never had garlic ice cream until I moved here, but I've had it here. You know, we've all had some interesting flavors here in Portland, and I think that's what keeps Portland Portland. And we have to take a lot of pride in both our coffee and our beer. And I think we're probably the best beer city in North America.
So for us, we really specialize in the coffee beers around this time of year. So when Dave Fleming has his Coffee Beer Invitational, we really get excited about doing some fun stuff.